Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Walker Grace C. Ray Activity Center on campus of Broken High School. Hi, Chris Chandler here along with Jonathan Calloway, and we are bringing you two really good games against two Valliant teams with differing ability. I know the girls are probably a heavy favorite in their game against Valliant, and maybe a slight favorite for Valliant. Excellent basketball team. We were trying to avenge a loss last year to the Bulldogs. It is senior night, and so we are going to recognize the senior members of the basketball team, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the senior girls.
Our first senior we're going to honor tonight is
and I'm going to turn it over to PA announcer Jerry Falk with the information.
She's being escorted by her parents Daniel and Caleb Bradley. Her future plans are to attend Washington Baptist University, where she will pursue her degree in sports medicine while running on a track scholarship for the Lady Tigers. Miss Haley Bradley. Our next senior this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is Miss Rayleigh Gaston. Rayleigh is a member of the Lady Sevens basketball team, and she's being escorted this evening by her parents, Ray and Lizzie Gaston. Her future plans are to play basketball for Northeastern State University while pursuing a degree in speech language pathology. Miss Rayleigh Gaston. Our next senior this evening is Miss Jackson Lassen. Once a member of the Lady Sevens basketball team, and she's being escorted by her mother, Shauna Glasson, and her grandmother, Terry Glasson. Her future plans are to attend Connors State College, where she will pursue a degree in occupational therapy while playing softball for the Cowgirls. Miss Jackson Glasson. Our next senior is Miss Avery Skelton. A member of the Lady Savage basketball team is being escorted by her parents, Mo and Andrea Skelton. Her future plans are to attend Washington Baptist University and get a degree in early childhood education. Miss Avery Skelton. Our next senior tonight is Mr. Corey Frazier. As a member of the Savage basketball team, Corey is being escorted tonight by Jamie Smith and Smart Smith. Corey's future plans are to work with his uncle that owns Frazier Electric LLC. Mr. Corey Frazier. The next senior is Mr. Mason Williston. As a member of the basketball team, Mason is being escorted by Taylor Johnson and Lizzie McKinney, or Lisa McKinney. His future plans are to attend the University of Oklahoma, major in physical therapy, graduate with a bachelor's and a master's degree, and become a physical therapist or an athletic trainer. And after college, he would also like to help with youth ministry. Mr. Mason Williston. Ladies and gentlemen, your class of 2025 for the Savages and Lady Savages, let's give them a big hand.
Very impressive, and not just on the court. In fact, maybe more impressive off the court than on the court. I'm going to talk about the four senior girls on that basketball team. As you see, they have been presented with banners. And here's those four young ladies. I'm going to put up the most impressive. They put up some very impressive numbers in their high school career, and these are probably the most impressive of those numbers. Those are the GPAs. All four senior girls are honor students. And I don't know of any other school. I'm not aware of any other school. I've seen they have senior night, in a lot of places. I don't know of any other team in the state of Oklahoma that has this impressive an academic performance from the great athletes that are on the basketball team. That is just an outstanding job by those young ladies. And again, they are student athletes. They are, like you heard, they're all all four of them headed to college, and I'm sure that they will have great success in their post-high school education, brains and law. We are certainly proud of these young ladies. We're going to look for some success on the court tonight against a very good Valliant, I should say a very scrappy, not good Valliant girls team, but not one with as big a winning record as you might expect. And that's because, that's for a couple of reasons. One, the level of competition. They have had to go up against Wright City a couple of times in Colorado. They play some excellent basketball teams. This is no exception tonight. Taking the Lady Saddles. We're going to give a little bit of a preview. Still about 20 minutes away from the national anthem and the tip-off game. So we're going to take a break. As words from our sponsors, we'll be back and discuss senior night here at Broken. We'll see you in about 5 minutes.
When my great-grandmother passed away, I was having a very hard time with it. I was thinking I didn't spend enough time with her. I didn't ask enough questions. My meaning came from my great-grandmother. She was so quiet about the things that had happened in her lifetime. We knew parts of her stories, but not everything. And knowing that she was always such a positive, kind person, you would never know the things that she had gone through.
See and share our stories at togetherwe'remore.com.
At McCurtain County National Bank, we are continually seeking ways to meet the changing needs of our customers. We offer a full range of services such as free checking, online and mobile banking, as well as great rates on cabin and construction loans. We're providing results through better service while giving you a greater value for your dollar. Visit us on the web at mcnbonline.com. McCurtain County National Bank in Idabel, Broken Bow, Hochatown, and Valliant.
Experience the charm of downtown Broken Bow and discover a wide variety of newly opened shops, tantalizing dining experiences, and an inviting lounge waiting to be explored. Whether you're shopping for unique finds, getting in a quick workout or sauna, or soaking in the lively atmosphere with some ice cream, our downtown area has everything you crave, completely revitalized. Embrace the excitement and let the heart of the community sweep you off your feet. Visit us today and ignite your senses in downtown Broken Bow.
Oh no, are you okay, Mike?
Yeah, got a pretty big fender bender here.
Don't worry, State Farm's got you covered.
That's great to hear. Robin, what's going on?
We're gonna get you a tow truck, Mike.
Thank you. Real fender bender going on. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Everybody remain calm. No reason to panic.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
Check out the new location at 1605 South Park Drive for Jennifer Broaddus, State Farm Insurance.
Welcome back. Well, we're about 19 minutes away, so probably talk things over, discuss what we expect to see tonight. And by the way, the playoff brackets have been set. This is not the final basketball game of the regular season, as I'll pop up the schedule. It is, however, the final, it's the final home regular season game. And mentioned regular season as a modifier because the playoff districts have been set, and Broken Bow is the host for the district playoffs. And as you see, the 4A districts will take place February 20th, and that will be at Broken Bow. It is still uncertain whether we will be live streaming that game or not. And so we'll have more information on that on the Broken Bow Savage Facebook, Instagram, and other social media pages, I guess, and also on the website. But you can always check the best place, and the place most of you will check it out is the Broken Bow Public Schools Facebook page with the links and information regarding all school activities, but also the athletic contest and the live stream. But as I mentioned, this is not the final regular season game. It's the final regular season home game, and that's always senior night. But the Savages and Lady Savages will travel to Hugo on Monday, where they will take on the Buffs and Lady Buffs in gearing up toward district play at the end of next week. And looking forward to those contests. This one, again, this is a Valliant Lady Bulldogs team that is, again, I'd say they are very scrappy. They are extremely aggressive. They will attack the ball. They will attack the person that has the ball and try pressure defense. And so that's going to be maybe one of the things the Lady Savage is going to have to overcome. But they've done fairly well against the press, and in fact have did an excellent job of pressing themselves, specifically against some of the better competition that they have seen this year. After losing by, I think they lost by 30 at Idabel, had a decisive win over the Idabel Lady Warriors, who pressed them throughout the game, but it was Broken Bow's press that won then. So I've seen some developments in this Lady Savage basketball team as the season progresses. Again, a very experienced team. As we mentioned, they have those senior girls that we recognized in the pregame are all veterans, have all been starters either throughout their career or at some point. And we expect a lot of good play from them tonight as well. But they also have added a couple of sophomores that are outstanding. I added one. Tyson Woolsey actually did play last year. Did not start at the first of the year last year, as that center post player position was Kennison Camp. But once Kennison suffered an injury about 3/4 of the way through the season, it was Woolsey that took over that position, and so started the remainder of the season last year and has experience in the post play. And then she played a full summer of AAU, I believe it was AAU ball. I think it was Team Trey Young, along with Jalen Cawthron. And of course, Cawthron transferred up, has a state championship ring, or title, I should say, as she was on the Idabel state championship 3A team from last year, transferred to Broken Bow, and so is sort of the point guard and leading scorer for the Lady Savages. And so you have those two sophomores that provide that sort of, I wouldn't say Mrs. Inside, Ms. Outside kind of thing. Is Woolsey also has the ability to shoot from outside, has hit a couple of three-pointers, but mostly plays the post position and is getting better as the season goes on, adds a little wrinkle every week to it. And so as she develops into a post player through the rest of her high school career, I expect her to start getting some college offers, and if she hasn't already. But outstanding play from inside the paint by Tyson Woolsey. And then Jalen Cawthron, again, she will slash through the paint, driving, laying it off the glass, popping up and hitting a jump shot or shooting from three-point range. She can do it all. So there's that double threat of those two. And then you look at some of the other three-point shooters. Again, Rayleigh Gasson already committed and accepted a scholarship to play at Northeastern. She will be a Riverhawk next year. And so she is, again, added about halfway through the season. Not a specialist shooting from beyond the perimeter, but most of her shots as a freshman, sophomore, junior have been from outside or around the perimeter, but she has added in the last part of the season, in the last month or so, drive down the paint, laying it off the glass, drawing fouls, and then getting either some points with the +1 or just shooting free throws. And so Riley Gasson, also a threat, driving from outside, can shoot very well from outside. Jackson Glasson, another one of those seniors that has hit from outside, and excellent, especially from the corner. She has been deadly and one of the most high percentage shooters from beyond the three-point line from either corner, and that has added a layer to the Broken Bow offense. When you have multiple people that can shoot from multiple places, and you have a big inside player that can go up, get the rebound, drive in the paint like Tyson Woolsey, and then you have a slasher person that can handle the ball like Jalen Cawthorn, and you add these three-point shooters that also have skills, it's hard to defend against them. And then they, on the opposite side of the court, they are excellent defenders. And one of the things that I've been most impressed about with this Broken Bow squad, as you see the 4 seniors there, is their defensive ability. They really have held some very, very good basketball teams to low-scoring games, low-scoring for them. And it's partially from the level of competition. They play each other in practice, used to facing good players, 4 or 5 days a week, whether they're playing a game or not. And also as they just develop and add to their skill set. We've got about, it's 12:19 and ticking on the clock at center court. And so we're gonna take a quick break here from our advertisers and then be back. We're about 12 minutes away from having our national anthem and the tip-off of this game. We'll see you in about 3 minutes.
Oh, no. Are you okay, Mike?
Yeah, got a pretty big fender bender here.
Don't worry. State Farm's got you covered.
That's great to hear. Robin, what's going on?
We're going to get you a tow truck, Mike.
Thank you. Real fender bender going on. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Everybody remain calm. No reason to panic.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
Check out the new location at 1605 South Park Drive for Jennifer Broaddus, State Farm Insurance.
When my great-grandmother passed away, I was having a very hard time with it. I was thinking I didn't spend enough time with her. I didn't ask enough questions. My meaning came from my great-grandmother. She was so quiet about the things that had happened in her lifetime. We knew parts of her stories, but not everything. And knowing that she was always such a positive, kind person, you would never know the things that she had gone through.
See and share our stories at togetherwe'remore.com.
At McCurtain County National Bank, we are continually seeking ways to meet the changing needs of our customers. We offer a full range of services such as free checking, online and mobile banking, as well as great rates on cabin and construction loans. We're providing results through better service while giving you a greater value for your dollar. Visit us on the web at mcnbonline.com. McCurtain County National Bank in Idabel, Broken Bow, Hochatown, and Valliant.
Experience the charm of downtown Broken Bow and discover a wide variety of newly opened shops, tantalizing dining experiences, and an inviting lounge waiting to be explored. Whether you're shopping for unique finds, getting in a quick workout or sauna, or soaking in the lively atmosphere with some ice cream, our downtown area has everything you crave, completely revitalized. Embrace the excitement and let the heart of the community sweep you off your feet. Visit us today and ignite your senses in downtown Broken Bow.
okay, Mike?
Yeah, got a pretty big fender bender here.
Don't worry. State Farm's got you covered.
That's great to hear. Robin, what's going on?
We're going to get you a tow truck, Mike.
Thank you. Real fender bender going on. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Everybody remain calm. No reason to panic.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
Check out the new location at 1605 South Park Drive for Jennifer Broaddus, State Farm Insurance.
Well, welcome back. As Valley girls meeting at midcourt, breaking their huddle, and Lady Savages starting to do layups. Gonna look at it again. Let's look at the first look at the Valiant Lady Bulldogs. They are 12-11, but the loss is coming to some pretty good basketball teams. One of those is a mutual opponent, as they faced DeQueen, Arkansas. Had a 30-point loss there at the Antlers tournament, and also lost to number 8 in 3A Holdenville. But DeQueen still ranked either number 1 or number 2 in the state of Arkansas, in a very powerful basketball team. In fact, a favorite in Arkansas to compete in the title game this year. And of course, the Lady Savages also saw that Lady Leopard basketball team here as well, I believe they're actually their second opponent. I think it was their second opponent of the year was in the Savage Classic, but they had played one game earlier that week, I believe. But still, that's one of the losses. And then 2 losses to Wright City. Of course, the Lady Jacks, again, a very tough team to beat. The only time we've seen them lost on this network is in the championship game of the MC6 tournament, where they were taken out by the Smithville Lady Braves. Smithville Lady Braves also still a top 5 team in Class B. And then Metro Christian, another loss for Valliant, as well as Rattan in that MCC. Just a 1-point difference, though, in that ball game, 42-41. So a very close, tight game in which they lost to Rattan, and then lost to, as I mentioned, lost to Wright City twice. One of those losses to Wright City was 2 days ago. And so, but they did come up with a win over Atoka. So, and a 3-point win against Atoka last week, and then 58-5 shellacking of Hayworth by the Lady Bulldogs on the 4th. And so going to face Brokobo. Of course, Lady Savages ranked 11th in 4A. And again, Brokobo with a 17-6 record. And I'm going to go through those losses. Number 1 ranked DeQueen, number 1 in Arkansas 5A. That's one of the losses for Broken Bow. They actually defeated Fort Smith Southside and then lost to 4A number 1 Lincoln Christian. And Lincoln Christian is destroying everybody, the favorite to win 4A in Oklahoma this year. And then that it's actually 20-point, 59-39, lost to Idabel at their place, a game that Lady Savages, again, thought that they got behind, got into some foul trouble, actually had a couple, I think 2 at least technical fouls called against them over at Idabel. So they win. And then a couple of games in which they had led early. Brokobo had led in the first half and throughout some of the third period in losses to number 1 rated in 3A Washington at the tournament. Washington won 57-50 in the final period of that one. And then here against Pecola, that's the 2A number 2 team. We saw that game live on this Broken Bow Savages channel. A 57-51 loss to the Pecola Lady Indians. And then Broken Bow lost at Howe, who's number 8 in 2A. Lost to them by 9. That was a 57-48. And here's 3 of those 6 losses, their opponent, again, normally a very high-scoring opponent, was held to 57 points. But the Lady Savages scored 50, 51, and 48 against those teams. And so just didn't amass enough points to score. Of course, Lady Savage is on a 3-game winning streak as they got their revenge against Idabel, 67-46, and basically pressed Idabel throughout the entire game for the most part. Really created a lot of turnovers and just dominant performance also by Tyson Woolsey in the paint. And as a result, they got the win there. They beat Quinton, a game you saw. Quinton, again, the Quinton girls, good basketball team, a smaller school, number 6 in Class A, but resounding win by Broken Bow, won by 12, 50-38 against the Quinton girls. And then big victory earlier this week as they went to Rattan and came away with a 25-point victory, 52-27. So Broken Bow on a 3-game winning streak and looking to extend that tonight. In fact, looking to hopefully preserve that streak throughout the regular season and go into the playoffs, riding a 5-game winning streak and with momentum in the end that they will, not only that they would be riding a winning streak, but also will play at home. That district game will take place here at Broken Bow. Got to get through the Valliant Lady Bulldogs tonight first. And so they look up to it. I will mention Lady Savages, again, there are a couple of things I'm going to go back to. It's actually Rich Jones, a former Broken Bow Savage head football coach, Rich Jones, that said, when asked one of the secrets to winning, of course, coached the Broken Bow Savage football team to 3 state title games, won in 89, and 88 and 1994 coming up with the silver ball, bringing those home. But when asked about, what do you have to do to win a state championship or get there, he said there's a couple of things. You got to obviously have the athletes develop, be prepared for the games, and but said you got to be a little lucky, and you have to stay healthy. And that's one thing that Broken Bow has really managed to do, and is stay healthy. They've had some little ankle sprains and things like that, but no serious injuries. I will mention that they had 2 losses followed by 3 wins in their last 5 games, and at the beginning of that, 2 of the players, at least, I think maybe 3 or 4, but 2 in Haley Brantley and Rayleigh Gaston both had the flu. And actually were had the flu over the weekend, were limited in recovery. They actually both played after having been, I think, pretty much homebound for 3 or 4 days. And so I'm glad to see they're both back in top condition. And as a result of their teammates' efforts, Broken Bow is on a 3-game winning streak. About to have the national anthem, so we'll stand for that and be sung by, I believe, Allison Sundberg's going to do the honors tonight. Beautiful voice. Enjoy. Again, one of the hardest songs to sing. And of course, Allison Sundberg, one of several members of the, I think it's the OKMEA honor choir, all-state choir member, and you can hear why in that last rendition. Here comes the introduction. The introduction of the Lady Bulldogs as the visiting team.
At guard, a 5'5" senior, number 5, Addison Garrett. At forward, a 5'8" sophomore, number 11, Lady Coulter. And at forward, a 5'8" senior, number 23, Leah Days.
And here come the Pregame Lady Savages. 4 seniors you see there, the 4 honor students. Rayleigh, Jaxley, Avery, and Haley.
Ladies and Lady Savages are coached by Tony B. Starting for the Lady Savages tonight, a 5'7" sophomore, number 23, Jalen Cochran. A 5'5" senior, number 1, Jaxie Glasson.
Say it before, I'll say it again. Jackson Glasson will be the scrappiest player on that floor.
A 5'5" senior, number 20, Haley Brantley.
Haley Brantley.
Senior, number 22, Avery Skelton.
Avery Skelton. And cumulative GPA of, I should say the average GPA of those 5 starters is above 4.0. So 4 seniors GPA is around 4.5. Average. That's just incredibly outstanding and impressive performance academically. Okay, we want to thank all of our sponsors. You saw the media partners in the advertisements in pregame and during the breaks and halftime. And also like to thank our sponsors you see in the upper right-hand corner. Upper left-hand corner. As Gaston and Garrett, the 2 number 5s, facing off for the tip-off, and it's won by Pregame. Quickly to Cawthron. Cawthron driving. Cawthron loses control, kicks it, and then that's going to go out of bounds and will be Valliant Bulldog Lady Dog basketball. As looks like here's that press we talked about. Garrett inbound. Cross court, and looks like it's going to be brought up by Mifflin, looking to kick it out for a set shot. Quick reaction by Pregame. And now it's Mifflin outside, I believe, to Garrett. Now Garrett's on this side. Sorry, I think that's Bryant on the other side. Drive in the paint, shots up, high bounce, comes down, and then is tied up. Possession arrow in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. And it was, again, Jaxie Glasson with the tie. Will be inbound. Looks like there's a might be a little violation there. It's going to be Pregame basketball. So the press works even on the inbound pass. Here comes Cawthron. 0-0 still your score, as it's Cawthron with the pass to the ill-advised. That was a good job coming across by Daves, as Daves got a hand on it. I think she read that pass ahead of time. And so bounce pass Bryant to Daves. Daves driving. Oh, a steal by Cawthron. Cawthron just took it away from Daves. It's Cawthron up and Cawthron scoops it, lays it off the glass and in. Jalen Cawthron, first 2 points, presses on in the backcourt. There's a double dribble call as pressure applied by Rayleigh Gaston back there. Creates a turnover, and it will be Pregame inbounding. 2-0 lead. Lady Savages with the basketball possession are also now in their favor, courtesy of Jaxie Glasson. Rayleigh Gaston long inbound, and it'll go into the backcourt. And Jaxie Glasson retrieves it, now brings it into the forecourt. Hand off to Cawthron, top of the key, out to Gaston. Gaston baseline moves, kicks it back out, and that may be a travel call. That was a good reaction by Valliant as they crash down on the baseline. Pregame applying pressure in the backcourt. They quickly, Valliant quickly gets it out to Mifflin to Bryant. Now it's to Garrett, cross court. Back to Bryant, down in the corner. Like it's a drive. Just a quick hand in there by Cawthron, knocks it loose, but Lady Bulldogs recover. Out to Garrett. Oh, good move by Garrett, and a pop-up jumper by Garrett hits the bracket. It's rebounded by Skelton, and then a steal on a pass by Bryant back into Valliant's possession, and a collision. That's going to be a foul on Haley Brantley as she checked Garrett into the board a la hockey move, and so that's going to be a first foul by either team. Be number 1 on Brantley, first team foul, and it will be inbounded by Valliant. Looking to get it in to, I believe that's Coulter driving. They kick it back out at the top of the key. Looking not able to find many open shots as you see how closely Glassing gets out on Bryant. Now they screen it off and kick it back outside. It's a drive spin move, and that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Gaston, her first. But that is a shooting foul. I believe that's going to send Coulter to the free throw line. It is, and it does. And Coulter gets the Lady Dogs on the board. That's the second team foul on the Lady Savages. 5:36 left to play, first period. Second shot rattles out, and it's rebounded by Gaston. Gaston on the move. Gaston bringing the ball up out to Glasson. Glasson for 3. Oh, wide open putback. Haley Brantley. Haley Brantley just left alone under the basket. Gets the putback. 4-1 is your score. Broken Bow with the advantage. Oh, good cross-court pass, and then one that almost got stolen. It's Daves. Daves picks up Glasson and gets rid of it quickly. Coulter, top of the, well, not top of the key, at the Savage head. Give and go. Nice, well run on the give and go, but the shot by Coulter had to be adjusted. Rebound by Skelton for Broken Bow, and so it's going to be Cawthron bringing it up for the Lady Savages. Cawthron on the move. Cawthron in the paint. Cawthron with the ball. Oh, that almost went down. Oh, quick move as Glasson gets to the ball quickly, gets smacked into, and then goes to the floor, but does retain possession. However, turned over in the backcourt, and so will be Valliant basketball with 4:44 left in this first period. 2 team fouls on the Lady Savages, 0 fouls by Valliant. Played a very clean game. They are aggressive, so. As they bring it back around to Daves, top of the key, kick down to the corner. And it's Bryant. Bryant trying to get over, pass it down in the corner back to Daves, but good coverage by Brokobo. Skelton down there defensively, and she got her hands up and maybe forced that throw to go up and out of bounds. So it's Brokobo creating another turnover defensively in their end with pressure defense. Here's Brantley. Brantley picks up 2 defenders, gets it out to Glasson on the wing. Glasson back to Brantley. Brantley inside to Woolsey. Woolsey back outside. 3-point shot on the way. Bucket! Skelton for 3. The senior on senior night. Pops it through the bottom of the net. Pressure defense creates a turnover. I think it might have gone off the hands of Gaston as Rayleigh got a hand in there. 7-1. Pressure defense still on in the backcourt. And here comes Glasson. Nice move by Bryant to get past Glasson. And Bryant goes coast to coast. Bryant off the glass, and there's a foul on the rebound. I think that's going to be against Dories. Not sure. Let's see what the call is. I think it is. It is against Braylee Dories. Her first. That's the first foul by Valliant. So a little under 4 minutes left. 2 fouls for Broken Bow. 1 for Valliant. Here's Gaston. Gets her pocket picked on a double team. And, oh, wow, Haley Brantley somehow got her hands on that basketball. She did, I believe, commit the foul, though. It was a 3-on-1 break, and Haley Brantley there all alone. So good job defensively not to give up the easy layup and force Coulter to earn it from the free throw line. First free throw is good by Coulter. So far, she has all of both of Valliant's points, and both from the free throw line. And another one by Landy Coulter. All 3 of points. You see the press at the other end. Both these teams like to press, and they are very aggressive defensively. So there's almost, good job that was a smart move by Gaston to take a step up, feed down low, and does not fall. Rebound, putback is, unkind rim, and Dories rebounds it for Valliant. And there's just it's a good job of getting the ball back as Lady Bulldogs feed it outside, and it's going to be a steal by Cawthron. I think that might have been a foul. I thought it was. Again, no call. Yes. Coach Toby Beads over there arguing it like, look, man. But no avail, so the ball will be inbounded by Valliant. 7-3 is the score. Lady Bulldogs trail, but have an opportunity to cut it to a 2-point game or to a 1-point game with a 3-point shot. They are a good 3-point shooting team, but Broken Bow's a good defense from the perimeter. There's the 3-point shot. Does not fall. Rebound. Dories down low and gets blocked by Gaston. Quickly. Ball's back to Cawthron. Cawthron driving, and Cawthron backs off. Kicks it out to Gaston. Gaston moves through the lane. Gaston draws 4 defenders and gets the ball to Cawthron. Cawthron draws the foul on the lay-in. And so that's going to send Jalen Cawthron to the free throw line with 2:40 left first period. Her team up 7-3. By the way, that foul is on Daves, her first. And first free throw is good by Cawthron. Makes it a 5-point game. Opportunity to make it 6 points with his next free throw. By the way, Katie Rogers in the game for Brantley. And she does. Nice free throw shooting, good concentration by Jalen Cawthron. Presses on in the backcourt. Quickly, just a steal by Cawthron, well executed. Cawthron now pulling up, long 2-point shot, and a little off to the side. Rebounded by Bryant. Bryant with the pass down into the low court. It's Rogers defensively, and shot no good. Big rebound by Woolsey inside. And now, kicked out to Cawthron. Then back to Rogers. Rogers for 3. Rogers, 3-point bucket. Katie Rogers buries it. She caught the ball and shot in one move, and that's deflected, almost stolen, deflected by Cawthron. Gaston got a hand on it, but then it's a collision. Looks like that may be a foul on Cawthron or Gaston. It is on Cawthron. That'll be her first, but that will be the 4th team foul on the Lady Savages. So for the next 2 minutes, any further fouling by Broken Bow will put Valliant at the free throw line. Lady Bulldogs inbound. Cross-court pass to Bryant. Bryant backs out, guarded by Rogers. Bryant to the top of the key, feeds it outside. Garrett, cross-court pass. It's stolen. Stolen by Cawthron. This is going to be an easy lay-in. Jalen Cawthron with the steal and the bucket. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Broken Bow all of a sudden up by 9. You're watching Broken Bow Lady Savage basketball on the Broken Bow Network. See ya in 15.
I feel a sense of urgency literally every single day. I'm always encouraging people, hey, record your ancestors, capture as many stories as possible so that we can keep those things alive for generations to come.
See and share our stories at togetherwe'remore.com.
Welcome back. As you see Tyson Woolsey and Katie Rogers. Look at concentration on their face. Well executed. Another great defensive game thus far by Broken Bow. Have created multiple turnovers and have not allowed a pretty good 3-point shooting team from Valliant to have many looks from outside the perimeter. Here's a cross-court pass, and then down to Daves. There's a good look for Bryant from 3, and Bryant may bury that when she does. That was Andrea Bryant, and a good pass. I think it was Daves that might have passed it outside, and then a turnover by Broken Bow on the side as Cawthron pleading her case, talking about I got my hand hit, but to no avail. And so Valliant with an opportunity after a big run by Broken Bow to cut the lead further. Lady Savages may have different ideas. Cross-court pass to Daves. Daves thought about shooting and then thought better of it. Here's a three-point shot on the way. Does not fall. Hits the rim twice and then falls back to earth. Hamilton with the miss. And there's a foul against, I believe, Bryant. Oh, that's going to be against Mifflin. That'll be her first. That'll be the third team foul against the Lady Bulldogs. It's just 1:06 left, though, in this first period. 8-point game. Broken with opportunity to get back into triple digits. Oh, Jackson Glasson for three, and a little long on that one. Rebounded by Valliant. 50 seconds left, first period. Bryant working against Rogers. Backing up. Look like they're going to try to screen. Daves. Rogers went right through that screen. And here's Daves for three. Daves bounces off the floor and into the hands of Katie Rogers. Rogers bringing up the basketball. Picks up her dribble. Looking for help. Gets it across to Cawthron. Cawthron drives down. Wow. Cawthron just slashes through the lane. Jalen Cawthron accelerated through the lane on a little bit of an arc and went up right off the glass next to the basket. Oh, nice bounce pass to Daves, and they kick it outside. Here's a three-point look. Just does not fall, and rebound by Glasson. Glasson coast to coast. Glasson lays it up, trying to draw the foul there. She was a 1-on-3 break, but she was ahead of the defenders. Does not draw the foul, though. Good rebound by Valliant. They have the basketball, and that's right in Katie Rogers. Great defensive work by Rogers as she got right in the face, and that's going to do it. 10-point lead. Lady Savages up 16-6 after one period of play. We'll be back after these messages. You're watching Brokobo Lady Savage basketball on the Brokobo Network.
At McCurtain County National Bank, we are continually seeking ways to meet the changing needs of our customers. We offer a full range of services such as free checking, online and mobile banking, as well as great rates on cabin and construction loans. We're providing results through better service while giving you a greater value for your dollar. Visit us on the web at mcnbonline.com. McCurtain County National Bank in Idabel, Broken Bow, Hochatown, and Valliant.
Yeah, welcome back. See the Brokobo cheerleaders. And Lady Savages have given them a lot to cheer about as they're up 16-6. Off a great performance by Jalen Cawthron, who has 8 of those 16 points. And the rest of Lady Savages doing it well as Skelton and Rogers both have 3-point buckets. Haley Brantley adding a 2. As we're back underway. Ball out to the corner, off the glass, and then it looked like a foul called, or the tie ball, nope, foul called on Cawthron. That's going to be her second. Trying to tie the ball up and got a piece of the arm. Pressure defense still on. Gaston in the face of the inbound pass is stolen by Cawthron this time. Out to Gaston. Gaston making a move inside. Gaston kicks it across to Rogers. Rogers off the dribble, pulls it up, tries to get it back to Gaston. Then it's stolen back by Cawthron. Cawthron working and almost stolen back. Quick hands by Gaston to adjust to the ball. It was tipped by, I believe, Daves. Oh, a 3-point bucket by Rogers. Katie Rogers, deadly accurate from the corner. And it's a 13-point lead for Brokobo. Press is still on. Quickly to Bryant. Bryant into the forecourt. Bryant has double-teamed and loses the ball. Knocked loose by either Gaston or Rogers. Here's Gaston with the lay-in. Rayleigh Gaston with a 2-point bucket. Long pass as Genesis Smith chasing down the defender. Woolsey with a tip. Adjusting the basketball, and it goes off of I believe that might have been off of Woolsey, and so will be Valiant's basketball. 6:53 left in the half, 21-6. Brokobo in control. As Valiant looking for answers. Oh, there's a good look for Coulter from outside, and she takes advantage of it. A 3-point shot. Coulter now with 6 of the 9 points. Smith working against Bryant, kicks it out to the corner. It's Gaston. Gaston, pretty good look, and bounces into the hands. Woolsey with the rebound and the late putback. Woolsey becomes the 6th Brokobo player to put points on the board. They now lead 23-9. And the pressure's still on in the backcourt. Smith and Gaston applying it. Now it's quickly into the forecourt, looking for a fast break, throws it up, and then it's brought down as Tyson Woolsey just went up and pulled the basketball out of the sky. Quickly to Gaston on the fly. Gaston with a set jumper hits the bracket, falls, and fight for the rebound between Smith and Bryant. Bryant wins that one, and she'll bring up the basketball. Brookable abandoning the press is there. They have a 14-point lead, and so maybe backing off. And there's a steal by Cawthron, and this should be another easy lay-in. Jalen Cawthron, she's now in double figures. She has 10. Her team up 25-9. Look, well, I said the press was off, but it is not. Pressure still in the backcourt from Broken Bow. Cross-court pass down to the corner. Wow, look how fast Rogers got back in defensive position, and there's a drive inside, and that's going to be a travel call. That was good job defensively. Nice sportsmanship show by Riley Gaston to help her opponent up off the floor, but that was Tyson Woolsey and Gaston both kept in position, did not foul, but sort of trapped Valliant player driving. I think that was Coulter driving, not sure. But anyway, creating the travel call. Down to Smith, back out the corner. Oh, nice feed from Glasson, and then a feed back outside to Smith, who kicks it to Brantley. Brantley for three. Bounces, and wow, what a rebound inside by Glasson. Now it's Cawthron for three. High rebound, and again, that's, I believe, was that Gaston that got the rebound, or I couldn't tell. That was actually Avery Skelton with that third rebound. 3 or 4 offensive boards by Brookbow, but no points. Now it's Valliant with the drive. There's Coulter with the leaner, and good putback. Dories does not fall, however, and it's going to be Cawthron reacting to the basketball. Pass to Glasson. Glasson tries to feed it inside, and there's a Brantley pass back out to Smith, back to Glasson, and then back to Cawthron, who gets it out to Smith, who gets it to Brantley. Brantley driving, bounce pass, and they do. I was going to say she got ran into on the baseline. She was driving, defender not set, and so a little bit of a delay in the call, but it is going to be a foul. That'll be the first foul, the first team foul by the Lady Bulldogs, but the second one on Leah Daves. So Broken Bow will inbound. They have a play where they have scored on the inbound on the toss and there's a good look for Genesis Smith. Doesn't get it. What another rebound inside by Jaxie Glasson. She's the shortest player in there among 4 opponents and gets the rebound. A nice feed. Does not fall on the putback, and it's tied up by, I believe, Smith. And maybe a foul call. Let's see what the result is. It's either a tie ball. I think it's just a tie ball. Possession arrow is in favor of Valliant, so they will inbound. And Jaxie Glasson showing her scrappiness. Press is back on from Broken Bow. Brantley defensively working against Nation. Then they get it to Daves. Daves with a little bit of room to drive. Daves kicks it back out. Here's a three-point shot. I believe that's Garrett. Does not fall. Oh, rebound. Daves slashes across and then knocked out by Brantley. As Daves looked like didn't look like she was going to try to drive down the baseline. Haley Brantley just reached in there and punched out the ball to prevent that. So quick hands by Brantley force Valliant to inbound it. They'd like to get one of their three-point shooters open on the inbound. Oh, stolen on the inbound, and then a foul. That was a good reaction by Cawthron, and then I think that was Garrett on the foul. Let's see if it was, or maybe Daves. If it was Daves, it was her third. It was Daves, and it is her third. So that's not good news for Valliant, as Leah Daves, great defender. But still in the first half, and already has her third foul. Just a second team foul by the Lady Bulldogs. Broken Bow only has one in this second period. Here's Brantley. Kicks it back out to Glasson. Glasson working against, I believe, against Nation. Pass try to get it down to Genesis Smith in the paint, and could not do so. So ball goes out of bounds and will be inbounded by Valliant. 3:37 left, first half. And Broken Bow with a huge lead, 14 points, but in the pace of this basketball game against this press, hard to overcome. Oh, that's a good pass. Oh, that was a great pass. Just a good reaction by Broken Bow to get down. Back here's a good look from 3 points, and brackets out. Fight for the basketball. Goes off of, I believe, Nation out of bounds right in front of the Broken Bow bench, and so will be inbounded by Katie Rogers. Katie Rogers having a good shooting night as she has 2 3-point shots, both from the corner. Inbound quickly to Cawthron, and then Rogers will bring it up to half court. Rogers to Cawthron. Wow, that was quick hands by Bryant to knock it loose from Cawthron, and then Cawthron goes straight in, throws it up, and it goes down. Man, Jalen Cawthron, it almost uses something like Jedi mind trick to get the ball to go in. I mean, seriously, she just pulled that up, threw it out of both hands, and it went down. There's a block inside by Woolsey. And then it's Jackson Glasson on the bottom of the pile, as usual. Gets to the basketball and retains possession for Broken Bow. That's actually going to be a foul on Hawthorne. Feed inside, right at the free throw line, and then Katie Rogers is swarmed by two Valliant players. It's going to be Gaston driving. Gaston draws the foul, and Rayleigh Gaston will go through the free throw line. That's the fourth team foul. And so now the Lady Bulldogs in a bit of trouble. Just the first one on Coulter, but the fourth team foul. And so Rayleigh Gaston was in the act of shooting, so she was. Nice, smooth free throw. Gaston now with 3 points, her team with 28. But for the next 2 minutes and 40 seconds, any foul by Valliant will send Broken Bow back to this free throw line. And nice job. Rayleigh Gaston sinks both. And so a 20-point game. A little over 2.5 minutes left first half. Half-court press as just, that pass was on the back shoulder. And so looks like Brian couldn't quite hold on to it. Goes out of bounds and will be Broken Bow's basketball again. Just under 2.5 minutes left to play. Cawthron feeds it inside, and it's Katie Rogers just turns around for the free throw line and does not get it to go, though, as it brackets out. Here comes Bryant. Wow, she was met at half court by both Cawthron and Gaston. And Gaston, again, caused that pass to go off course. Went off a Valliant player out of bounds, and so it will be Lady Savages inbounding. Katie Rogers to do the honors. I have to add what amazing shape both of these teams are in, because this pressure, when you do a press like this and swarm to the ball, I mean, that's exhausting, or can be, unless you're in the kind of shape that these young ladies are in. Gaston for three! Rayleigh Gaston buries it from the corner. She now has 7 points, and wow. Nice pass to get it out there, and Rayleigh did the rest. Baseline move cut off by Rogers. They backed back out, and then they try to get it to Dory's. Ball knocked loose by Cawthron into the hands of Woolsey, then back to Cawthron. Cawthron driving. Cawthron draws the foul and gets the bucket. Jalen Cawthron now with an opportunity for a +1. Already with 14 points. Opportunity for Jalen Cawthron to put her 15th point on the, on the board and in the book. And still a little under a minute and a half left to play in the first half. Outstanding basketball player. Just a sophomore. Does not get it to fall, however. Rebound by, I believe, that was Hawthorne. And then met at half court. Picks up her dribble and gets it out to, I believe, Dory's. Back to Bryant. Bryant bounce pass. Dory's three-point shot. It low trajectory, but right in the rim. Just a hit and bounced out. Tie ball between Coulter and Gaston. Possession arrow in favor of Broken Bow, so they will inbound. 1:07 left. Lady Savage is in the bonus, and on the other end, just one team foul on Broken Bow, so they have the advantage of being very aggressive without having to worry about sending Valliant to the free throw line, at least until they get into the forecourt. Here's Brantley, top of the key. Brantley drives, and Brantley lays it up and can't get it in there. Great rebound and putback, but does not fall. A great rebound. The putback not so great as it goes off the rim and falls to the floor, no good. Another offensive board, though, for Broken Bow as Tyson Woolsey with that one. Here's a three-point shot from the corner, and it's a little over and went into the hands briefly of Nation, but I think it went off her knee out of bounds, and so with 30.8 seconds left, Broken Bow with opportunity to maybe take the last shot of this half. As Gaston to Brantley to Smith. Smith back out to Skelton and then to Brantley in the corner. Brantley to Skelton and to Gaston. Gaston drives the lane. Gaston with the leaner. Doesn't fall. Gets her own rebound and the putback. Fights for it. And then goes off of the hands of, I think, Gaston. Good job getting the rebound. But like Woolsey, Gaston's second shot also goes off. Wow, that was Gaston almost stole it back there. Here's working defensively against Dorries. Dorries with the ball, and that one did not have a chance. And so at the end of one, Brokebo completely in control of this one. They lead by 25, 34-9. Well, let's see. You see the Savage cheer team dancing. We're going to take a break and have some words from our sponsors and then be back with second half action. You're watching Brokebo Lady Savage basketball on the Brokebo Network.
Yeah, got a pretty big fender bender here.
Don't worry, State Farm's got you covered.
That's great to hear. Robin, what's going on?
We're gonna get you a tow truck, Mike.
Thank you. Real fender bender going on. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Everybody remain calm. No reason to panic.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
Check out the new location at 1605 South Park Drive for Jennifer Broaddus, State Farm Insurance.
Well, the award-winning Brokebo Savage Pride Marching Band playing, so we're going to let you enjoy that, along with any other halftime entertainment, as we've got a lot of enthusiasm there.
Yeah, got a pretty big fender bender here.
Don't worry, State Farm's got you covered.
That's great to hear. Robin, what's going on?
We're gonna get you a tow truck, Mike.
Thank you. Real fender bender going on. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Everybody remain calm. No reason to panic.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
Check out the new location at 1605 South Park Drive for Jennifer Broaddus, State Farm Insurance.
At McCurtain County National Bank, we are continually seeking ways to meet the changing needs of our customers. We offer a full range of services such as free checking, online and mobile banking, as well as great rates on cabin and construction loans. We're providing results through better service while giving you a greater value for your dollar. Visit us on the web at mcnbonline.com. McCurtain County National Bank in Idabel, Broken Bow, Hochatown, and Valliant.
first half of basketball by the Lady Savages, led by Jalen Cawthron. She had 14 points and just a tremendous performance of her skills and scoring and always slashing toward the bucket. Good job from the free throw line as well, hitting both free throws. Rayleigh Gaston next in the scoring list for Roosevelt with 7. Shooting for the cycle, as it were, hit both of her free throw attempts. Also a 2-point field goal and a 3-point field goal. Katie Rogers with 6 points, added 2 threes from that corner. Okay. Cut back. Oh, here. Let me do it. It's, well, welcome back. Somebody had a slight technical difficulty. Anyway, Lady Savages, Cawthron with 14, Gaston with 7, Rogers with 6, Skelton with 3, Tyson, Woolsey, and Katie and Haley Brantley with 2 each as we begin this second half. And there's a drive and a block by Woolsey. Gets the basketball block, and it is hard to drive with Tyson Woolsey in the paint. On the other side, it's Landy Coulter with 6 and Andrea Bryant with 3. Here's Rogers for 3. Doesn't fall. Fight for the rebound. Daves comes up with it for the Lady Bulldogs. It's Coulter trying a good job putting the brakes on it as she managed to keep from walking. And, oh, wow, look at that arm. That was a good job getting an arm out there by Cawthron. Has got her fingertips on it, pulled it in, gets it to Glasson in the corner. Glasson driving and then cut off, kicks it back out to Rogers. Katie Rogers yet to dribble. Now works off the dribble against Bryant. Pass inside. Oh, great pass. And a nice finish. What a beautiful assist by Katie Rogers as she just had the bullet pass down to Cawthron in the paint, and Cawthron did the rest. 36-9 Broken Bow. Outside, and Garrett did travel. Garrett went one way, it tried to come back the other way, almost got it, but that plant foot skipped right at the end of that, and so she travels, and that's going to turn back over to Broken Bow. Cawthron working against Bryant. Kicks it down into Gaston at the corner, and then Gaston gets it out to Glasson. Glasson, baseline move, bounce pass. Rogers from 3. Rogers from the corner! We're going to have to name we're going to have to put a little plaques on the 4 corners of this court by the time Katie Rogers graduates, and she is just deadly accurate from out there. That's her 9th point, all 9 from outside the 3-point perimeter. Excellent shooting by number 25. Here's a drive by Bryant. Picks it up a dribble. Gets it to Daves, who kicks it out to Coulter. Coulter trying to work against Woolsey. Doesn't have any where to go, and so gets it back to Bryant. Bryant driving. Bryant with the lead. That was just a Tyson Woolsey block. That Bryant had to go way up and increase the arch and actually bring the ball back behind her to shoot it to try to get it over Tyson Woolsey. Couldn't do it, and so as a result, it's Broken Bow that gets the rebound, and then Mifflin commits her 2nd foul, first team foul for Valliant in this second half, 3rd period. Out to, Rayleigh Gaston, and a quick reaction by Valliant. That was a good job of Mifflin reacting quickly to prevent a good look at the basket by Gaston. Gaston back to the top, and now it's out to Glasson. Glasson feeds it into Woolsey. Woolsey kicks it back out, almost stolen, but then Cawthron, quick hands by Daves. And there's a drive, a pivot, and a shot, and that's going to be a foul on Coulter. I do not envy Landy Coulter or anyone that has to cover Tyson Woolsey in the paint. As she, not only does she use her height and frame to greatest effect as she sinks the first free throw, but Tyson Woolsey is so quick when she gets the basketball. She feeds it in there, and there's both free throws good from Woolsey, but just they get it into her, and she could pivot, she could reverse. And so very hard to cover in the paint, and as a result, Coulter commits the foul. 2nd team foul against the Lady Bulldogs. I should say by the Lady Bulldogs. Here's a trap and good bounce pass. Bryant working against Glasson. Bryant crossover dribble. Man, and the Jackson Glasson so fast moving laterally, not giving anything up. There's a move. That was Rogers and Daves working against each other on the perimeter. And here it's out to Coulter at the perimeter. Oh, stolen by Cawthron. Cawthron got to go coast to coast and lay it off the glass and in. Jalen Cawthron now with 18 points. Timeout on the floor. We may stay right here as talk things over and enjoy this atmosphere. As I said, it is the last regular season home game. Will not be the last home game, as we mentioned in the pregame. Broken Bow will host the district tournament, and so those games will take place here. Don't know if they're going to be live streamed or not. We'll try to keep you updated. Check the Broken Bow Public Schools Facebook page and the Broken Bow Public Schools website for updates on that. Yeah, Lady Savages looks like during the use that break to basically substitute. Woolsey, the only player that was on the floor before that break, still on it. Looked like Griffin, Smith, I believe Brantley, and I think Skelton in. It's Days working against Skelton, kicks it back outside and trying to create. There's Bryant for three, and just one shot, it goes down, and Woolsey goes backwards as Ty Ball before she came down with the possession arrow is in favor of Broken Bow, and so Lady Savages will inbound. Brantley do the honors quickly to Smith. Smith press. Again, both these teams press. You see Smith. Oh, good job of Smith putting on the brakes and getting it back to Brantley, and she easily crosses the half-court line. Yeah, Genesis Smith is one of those players that can just stop on a dime, and it's Skelton back out to Griffin, back out in the corner to Smith, and then to Brantley. Brantley driving, working against Dories. Brantley with the scoop doesn't work, and a good rebound by Daves. I believe that's Daves. Daves looked like she would not go coast to coast. Now she pulls up from behind the perimeter. Three-point shot doesn't fall, but rebounded by Dories. She goes down and gets it rejected again by Woolsey. What a force she is. And here's a bounce pass out to Skelton from Smith. Reaction by Davies. Oh, nice feed from from Skelton to Woolsey. And Woolsey, I told you, she pivots so quickly. Head fake one way and turned around the other way, pivoted and laid it off the glass and in. 47-9 is the score. Lady Savages, here's a three-point shot. Good rebound. That's one of the first rare offensive board. And now another one by Dories down low. Dories goes up and draws the foul. And so that's going to send Braylee Dories to the free throw line. At least I think that's Braylee Dories. That's probably going to be on, I believe that's Griffin that committed it. Let's see what the call is. It is. And so Dories with an opportunity to get her team into double figures. First one brackets out as a substitution by Lady Bulldogs. Looks like Hawthorne and there's a lane violation, and so that's going to negate the shot, and so will be Broken Bow basketball inbound. Press on by Lady Bulldogs to Smith to Brantley. Brantley working against Dories at half court. Down in the corner, Theo, what another great feed from Skelton, and turnaround that time by Woolsey doesn't make it. That was a great look by Skelton to get it in the paint. Here's a three-point shot on the way, and that looked good as far as the distance, but might have been a little off in the angle. Hits either the side of the rim and goes off the glass and in the hands of Broken Bow. They will inbound. Griffin to Brantley. Brantley puts the brakes up. Back to Griffin. Griffin has a lane and pulls up and shoots it off the side of the rim. Sometimes a hard shot to make, but a good recognition by Anaya Griffin that shot was there. She drove straight down the middle of the lane and then stopped, pulled up, and launched it from just inside the free throw line. Coming back the other way, Broken Bow has abandoned the press. As ball's out to Dories working against Brantley, then kicks it out to Garrett, and then out on the outside, back to Dory's top of the key. They'll reset the offense. The Lady Bulldogs, again, not a lot of open looks from outside. Well, made her own. Wow, that was shot. That ball didn't go in. That was shot over Tyson Woolsey, though. Here's a drive, coast to coast. Brantley with the reverse. Oh, doesn't fall. The putback, no good. And a rebound by, I believe, Garrett at the other end. Yeah, got to admire Bryant for trying. Pulling up the ball and shooting over Tyson Woolsey from the perimeter. And maybe, and again, this is great perimeter defense by Broken. This is an excellent defensive team, especially outside. I know, well, as I say, especially outside, as Woolsey with another block, but I believe she got a piece of the arm on that one. Let's see what the call is. Well, nope, just knocked out of bounds, I guess. No indication of a foul, so nice block. That's about the fourth one of this game by Woolsey. I believe Gaston also had a block in the first half. And scramble for the ball goes out off of Griffin, and will be another opportunity for Valliant to inbound it. Looking to get points off the inbound. That was partially blocked, I think. Smith comes up with it, and she'll slow her dribble down in the forecourt. Kicks it down low. Oh, good pass from Smith, and it's kicked back out to Skelton, who gets it to Griffin. Griffin driving. Griffin picks up her dribble. Rocket pass out to Skelton. Skelton for three! Avery Skelton!
Avery Skelton!
Second three-point shot of the game for her. And now she gets Broken Bow to the half-century mark, and that's turning into a rout. Lady Savage is shooting very well from outside the perimeter, not giving Valliant, who is a good three-point shooting team, any looks. Oh, there's a nice one off the glass by Dories, though. You don't have to call glass. And so gets her team into double figures, and here's a buzzer beater as Smith leans at the buzzer. Man, that is all Broken Bow. Hey, again, said they were a pretty heavy favorite coming into this ball game, but they have performed up to expectations as just playing shutdown defense, and tremendous job offensively as well, putting points on the board. We're going to take a quick break, have a word from one of our sponsors, and then be right back. You're watching Broken Bow Lady Savage basketball on the Broken Bow Network. See ya in 30.
At McCurtain County National Bank, we are continually seeking ways to meet the changing needs of our customers. We offer a full range of services such as free checking, online and mobile banking, as well as great rates on cabin and construction loans. We're providing results through better service while giving you a greater value for your dollar. Visit us on the web at mcnbonline.com. McCurtain County National Bank in Idabel, Broken Bow, Hochatown, and Valliant.
Well, welcome back. 50-12, and it has been all Broken, as indicated the scoreboard. Just a tremendous performance by the Lady Savages, and again, favorites, but they have lived up to their, I believe, number 11 ranking in 4A. Here's a pass outside, and a drive cut off by Glasson. Bullet pass out to the corner. And then back to Dories, top of the key, guarded by Brantley, out to the corner, and it's Gaston defensively against, I believe, Sir. There's a pass. Oh, and a good offense, a rare offensive board. And then on the putback, gets the foul, and so it's going to be the first one on Smith, first one of this period. And so Nation with the opportunity from the free throw line. First one hits off the back of the rim, no good. And second one also, great rebound by Gaston. As Skelton also there. Good look. Well, no, I thought it was a good look by Brantley, but I think that was Nation getting out there defensively for Valliant interface. So now it's Gaston backing it up. To Glasson. to Smith. Oh, well, I thought they were going to give it to Smith circling in, and to Brantley. All 4 seniors for the Lady Savages on the floor, along with Genesis Smith right now. So a lot of, as I mentioned earlier, a cumulative GPA probably that exceeds any other team in, well, any class. Here's Glasson driving, kicks it back outside. Gaston for 3! Rayleigh Gaston! Wow! Rayleigh Gaston now with 10 points. Just pulled up and drilled that one through the bottom of the net for about 4 or 5 feet behind the perimeter. Great shot. 53 for Broken Bow, 12 for Valliant. 6.5 minutes left in this basketball game. Outside. Nice leaner. Just goes off the front of the rim. 5 for the rebound, and somehow Dories came up. I think that's Dories that came up with it. It might have been, let's see. Actually, that might have been Sir. A foul called. It's going to be the first one on Nation, so that's good news for Valliant as Daves had 3 from the first half. Mifflin and Coulter with 2 each. First team foul of this final period by the Lady Bulldogs. Here's Brantley working right in front of the Broken Bow bench, gets it out to Glasson. Glasson to Gaston. To Smith, and then, Joe, great pass outside to a wide open Jackson Glasson. High rebound. Oh, man, it came up. Looked like it might come down back through the net, but grazed the edge or the top of the backboard. And once it does that, it's out of bounds. But that was a great pass. Avery Skelton made a move in the paint and then drew a defender from the perimeter out to double team her, and she just chucked the ball out there. Beautiful pass to get it out there to Glasson. So not able to capitalize though, so it remains 53-12. What a defensive effort as well by Broken Bow. Again, the scores for Valliant, 16-6 at the end of the first period, 34-9 at halftime, and 50-12 as we started this final period. There's the leaner, doesn't fall. Good effort to save it though. Nice hustle by Valliant. They retain the basketball. Fed to Dories, and she's going to work against Genesis Smith. Driving, and there's the switcheroo. And now it's Smith on the outside, guarding, and a rebound by Gaston. Off the missed three-pointer, Gaston pushing up the floor. Rayleigh Gaston in the paint, bounce pass. Brantley. Brantley does a 360 and lays it off the glass. Well, Haley Brantley, one of the captains of the dance team, and did a nice dance move there in the paint. That was beautiful. She managed to stand on one foot and pivot all the way around 360 degrees. So, nice finish. And you see the crowd and the hugs, the emotion for these seniors. Man, what a they played great tonight. And again, what a remarkable group of young student athletes. Really proud of them for multiple reasons. Here's a leaner at the other end, and Lady Wheeler with the two-pointer. 55-14 as we go into the final 4.5 minutes. 4:32 left. That's going to be just the second on Dories, and I mean she's been in the entire game. And again, both these teams play the press, so there's a nice shot from the free throw line by Cawthron. Cawthron now with 19 points, can make it 20 from the line with his next one, and she does. 20 points for Jalen Cawthron, 57 for her team, and a total dominant performance by Broken Bow against the Valliant girls tonight. Kind of expected, again, you got a 4A team playing a 3A team and a ranked 4A team on their home court on senior night. Stolen, I think it was Cawthron got a hand on it. Griffin wound up with it. And so gets it to Cawthron. Cawthron driving. Cawthron kicks it outside. Katie Rogers makes a move off the dribble, gets it back out to Griffin. Griffin for three. Doesn't get it to fall. Fight for the rebound, and somehow Valliant came out with it. That was a Dories. Good job by Dories in between two Broken Bow girls. And now it's Valliant setting up, looking for a three-point shot. That's a move by Sir, and then back out to, I think, Dansby. Oh, a steal, and it's going to be Cawthron. Man, Cawthron, you see the skill of Jalen Cawthron. Has literally had two Valliant players and while never broke her stride, just changed the basketball from one hand to other, went right past him, and that's just something she's able to do in the open court. Jalen Cawthron now, 22 points, and she's going to take a seat until the next time Broken Bow plays, as another great performance from the outstanding sophomore. As Hammer in for Cawthron. Actually, several substitution as well. It's going to be Dories. Works it back outside. Feet in the paint and almost not stolen. Almost stolen. That was Camp got a hand on it, knocked it loose, and then one of the Valiant girls managed to bounce it off her and it went out of bounds. Good quickness by the freshman. Pass inside, and that one was also knocked loose. Another quick reaction by Broken Bow. I believe that was Tomlinson with the deflection that time. As you see the bit of pushing, and then the ball's inbound. And loose ball on the floor. Good hustle by the Lady Bulldogs to get to it. As it's going to be, I believe, Wheeler. Kick it out, three-point shot on the way, and that one doesn't fall either. Good rebound. I believe Camp on the rebound, and it's going to be Broken Bow. Bringing up the basketball. Knocked loose. That was a steal by, I believe, Garrett. It's winds up in the hands of Dories, and she goes coast to coast. That was Sur. Dories and Sur both have kind of the same color hair, so that's how I cannot see those numbers on those jerseys very well. My apologies. There's a pass outside into the corner. Feed back inside, stolen by the Lady Bulldogs, and they're on the drive. Good move. Good lateral movement by Broken Bow to prevent the easy shot. Rebound. I believe that's Camp on the rebound. Or actually, that's Tomlinson on the rebound. Now at the basketball, working, gets it out to Camp. Nice spin move, and Leaner doesn't fall. Rebound, another offensive board by Broken Bow, and that's going to draw the foul, and gets the point. Wow, great effort inside. Camp with the opportunity for the +1. Of course, Camp, the younger sister of Kinnison Camp, starter last year, and now I believe at SAU, Southern Arkansas University, Millriders on a cheerleading scholarship. So +1 not good. But the bucket does get Broken Bow to 61. There's a good look from three-point land, but the shot goes off and then bounces into the hands of Anna. Anna with the rebound, pass down low, actually not quite down low enough, as it was just over the extended fingertips of Camp, and so we'll go out of bounds and be Valiant basketball. Pass outside. Drive by, I believe, Sur. Doesn't fall, though, and is rebounded by Broken Bow, or tied up inside. Possession arrow in favor of Broken Bow, and so Lady Savages will inbound. 1:12 left in this game, and it's pretty much been Broken Bow from the outset. As I kind of expected it would, but again, really dominant performance on their home court for senior night. Great display by all four the Broken Bow senior players, the girls team. Here's a three-point shot on the way off the front of the rim. And a save. Oh, wow. Good hustle. Anna actually saved the ball back in bounds, but nobody there for Broken Bow. And a wise move by Valliant to elect it to go out of bounds, and therefore they get the inbound. Last minute of this one. There's a three-point shot, a little bit over. Rebound. Broken Bow on the fast break, being stalked by coast to coast. Doesn't get it. Rebound down low, and then a foul or tie ball. Tie ball. Possession arrows in favor of Valliant, so Lady Bulldogs will inbound the last 37.4 seconds. Winding this one down. Fed outside the corner, three-point shot on the way, and a little bit over, and rebound inside. I believe that was, I think that was either Hammer or Camp on the rebound. Either way, it was Broken Bow, and so ball will come back the other way. Three-point shot on the way, a little bit over. 13 seconds left. Oh, great. That was a great pass, and just couldn't get the finish. Good hustle as two Lady Savages get back there defensively. One of them was Tomlinson, and I believe the other one might have been Bonds. And now it's going to be a takeaway, and the leader doesn't fall, and that's going to do it. 61-16 the final. Broken Bow running away with this one. They advance to 18-6 on the season. Again, one game left in the regular season. These Lady Savages will travel to Hugo, where they will play the Lady Buffaloes and then be back home for district play right here in their own home gym. It's been a pleasure to bring you this ball game. Again, congratulations to those four young ladies, the seniors, playing their last regular season home basketball game here, and a truly defined student athlete. Those are their grade point averages up next to their faces, and got a lot to be proud of here. We're going to have the Broken Bow Savages taking on the Valliant Bulldogs in what promises to be a much closer ball game, as we're going to have two very good basketball teams with some excellent three-point shooters, and Graydon Howell, fantastic sophomore for Broken Bow, 33 points away from 1,250, already past the 1,000-point mark. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back in about 20 minutes with the tip-off between Broken Bow and Valliant, boys edition. See you then.
Experience the charm of downtown Broken Bow and discover a wide variety of newly opened shops, tantalizing dining experiences, and an inviting lounge waiting to be explored. Whether you're shopping for unique finds, getting in a quick workout or sauna, or soaking in the lively atmosphere with some ice cream, our downtown area has everything you crave, completely revitalized. Embrace the excitement and let the heart of the community sweep you off your feet. Visit us today and ignite your senses in downtown Broken Bow.
Oh no, are you okay, Mike?
Yeah, got a pretty big fender bender here.
Don't worry, State Farm's got you covered.
That's great to hear. Robin, what's going on?
We're gonna get you a tow truck, Mike.
Thank you. Real fender bender going on. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Fender bender. Everybody remain calm. No reason to panic.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right.
Check out the new location at 1605 South Park Drive for Jennifer Broaddus, State Farm Insurance.
When my great-grandmother passed away, I was having a very hard time with it. I was thinking I didn't spend enough time with her. I didn't ask enough questions. My meaning came from my great-grandmother. She was so quiet about the things that had happened in her lifetime. We knew parts of her stories, but not everything. And knowing that she was always such a positive, kind person, you would never know the things that she had gone through.
See and share our stories at togetherwe'remore.com.
At McCurtain County National Bank, we are continually seeking ways to meet the changing needs of our customers. We offer a full range of services such as free checking, online and mobile banking, as well as great rates on cabin and construction loans. We're providing results through better service while giving you a greater value for your dollar. Visit us on the web at mcnbonline.com. McCurtain County National Bank in Idabel, Broken Bow, Hochatown, and Valliant.
Welcome back, or welcome if you just joined us, as Pregame Lady Savages took care, being a big favorite, but dispatched the Valliant Lady Bulldogs 61-16, but that's kind of expected. This game, again, should be much closer. Valliant, a very good basketball team, a great three-point shooting team, and they are ranked number 20 in Class 3A, sport a 15-8 record, including a really remarkable. They're coming off a momentum shifting win over Wright City, 73-65 in overtime earlier this week. And they are riding a 7-game winning streak into this game. Their last loss was to Ratan on this court in the MC6 tournament back in January. Pregame Savages, well, they are riding a little momentum of their own after some big wins, including one over number 2 Pacola on this very court. And Savages looking to try to stifle this three-point game of the Valliant Bulldogs. As you see this is nice to see. You see there will be a starter, number 11, Mason Williston. We'll likely not see much action from him as you see him limping on there, but it is senior night. He is a senior, so he will be on the floor for the tip-off, as will Corey Frazier. Corey Frazier also in a 3-sport or 4-sport athlete. Frazier, football and baseball player as well as basketball. I don't know, Frazier may, I don't know if he may run track this year. I'm not sure, but a pitcher for the baseball team. And go-to running back and turned into a nice utility receiver on the, as well as defensive back for the football team as well. But on the court tonight against Valliant, here's the tip-off. It goes to the Bulldogs, as it's going to be Hankins bringing up the basketball quickly outside to Inslee. Though players to watch from the perimeter especially are number 3, and as Dakota Inslee, as he is deadly from outside, and then inside it's the Golstons, number 23 and 30 respectively. There is Kenny Golston, and he gets the feed and goes up and lays it off the glass, and that may be a challenge for Pregame inside. And so here comes Graydon Howell bringing up the basketball quickly outside to Wilson. Back to Howell, to Frazier, over in the corner to McDaniel. And he'll pick up his dribble. Bounce pass. It's going to be Frazier. Tries to get it to Howell. Knocked out of bounds by, I think that was that Hankins got a hand on? No, Dory's got a hand on it. Knocked it out of bounds. Quickly inbound. It's going to be Graydon Howell. Keeps his dribble alive. Pass out to McDaniel. McDaniel in the paint. Feeds it in to Brannon. Brannon up and off the glass and in. A.J. Brannon with a bucket. Nice assist from McDaniel. Tied at 2. Pressure on in the backcourt. Pregame easily broken. Valliant's Dory's for 3. His falls short into the hands of Williston. Williston feeds it quickly to Howell. Howell pulls up, shoots, does not score, however. Rebound by Inslee for the Bulldogs. 2-2. As it's going to be Inslee feeding it outside to, I believe, Jones, and then back around to Golston to Inslee. And you see McDaniel right in Inslee's face. They know he can shoot. There's a feed from Golston to Golston, and another 2-point bucket in the paint. That was King Golston, the other Golston, and so 4 points for Valliant, 2 each by the Golston brothers. There's a feed to McDaniel down in the corner. Off the dribble, it's going to be a 3-pointer. It hits the bracket, and then it's taken out of the hands of Inslee by Kenny Golston. And the Bulldogs quickly get it back into the hands of Hankins. 3-point shot on the way from Dory's. High rebound. Oh, wow. Brandon went up and got that, and then he was fouled by Golston. That was great. Again, another great job. You see A.J. Brannon in position, and he goes straight up toward the ball. He gets position and then just elevates directly vertically. Grabs the ball at the apex of his jump And so that's the first foul by anybody. That's going to be on King Golston. Here's McDaniel for three. Oh, it rims in and out. Good look, but rattles around and then spit out by the rim. Still a 4-2 ball game. Valliant with the lead. Here's pass out top of the key, then back out to Dorries. Bounce pass from Dorries to Golston. Golston working against Williston. Then it's to Dorries on the corner, and Dorries loses the handle. It was knocked out. It was knocked out by Graydon Howell, and so it will be inbounded by Valliant. Bulldogs rotating to King Golston. Golston in the paint, levitates. Elevates, levitates, choose your word anyway, scores another bucket. That's something Bergamo is going to have to adjust to, is that paint play by both Golstons. Oh, moved by Frazier. Gets it to Williston. Williston cross-court pass. McDaniel for three. Oh, wow, goes out of bounds. Kind of skimmed the side of the rim and then skimmed out of bounds. 6-2 is the score. Valliant with the lead. Press on in the backcourt. As balls bounce pass to King Golston, then to Dorries. Dorries working against Williston. Back out to Hankins, working against Frazier. Hankins, they use Kenny Golston to screen off Frazier, but good reaction by Brannon to not give him a really good look. And there's Brannon back out defensively against Hankins at the perimeter. Here's a ball, and they tried the maybe a little too fancy as the King Golston trying to bounce pass it to Kenny Golston. I think one of the Savages got a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds, and so it will be inbounded. 4:17 left, first period. Low-scoring game this far, 6-2. Valliant with and there's Inslee, and he is immediately covered by Hall. As Hall and Pratt now in for McDaniel and Williston. There's a pass to King Golston. They fed it right off the back of it hit Hall in the number 3 on the back of his jersey as looked like one of the Golstons was slashing toward the bucket, almost like an alley-oop play. They try to get it to him in air and have him do a one-tip bucket. And Valliant going to set their offense back up as they get it to Hankins. Hankins to Dorries. Dorries to King Golston. King back to Hankins, and Hankins working against Hall. That's going to be that's going to be Golston with the move inside, and there's Pratt as he commits the foul, as it was Kenny Golston that was in the air and Pratt under him. Not really an enviable, as Golston went up and then Pratt took a step back, and as he came down, it was on the back of Crew Pratt. It's going to be a foul on Pratt, his first team foul by Broken Bow. 3:27 left. Valliant looking for opportunity either in the paint with one of the Golstons or from the perimeter. That's the guy they'd like to shoot from outside is Inslee, but he is being guarded. He can shoot it from right there where he's standing, though. He is a deadly accurate three-point shooter. Here's a three-point shot that's a little bit off, but a fight for the rebound, and that may be another blown for another foul. That may be the second one on Pratt. Let's see what the call is. It is indeed. Second one on Crew Pratt. Picks up 2 quick fouls. Still in this first period, 3:10 left. And so Pratt and Frazier will go out. Baker and Axton will come in. There was a push by Golston off of Axton. And the ball's called kicked out of bounds by Howell. I believe it was Howell. Anyway, it was one of the Brookville players kicked it, so it'll be re-inbounded. There's a long inbound pass to Kenny Golston, who gets it to Inslee. Inslee working now against Baker and quickly gets it out at half court as the Bulldogs take instructions from the bench from Coach Carlisle. Here's a pass outside. Hankins back to Inslee. Inslee with Brannon working on him. He's going to back it back out. Look like they have Kenny Golston. There's the give and go, and the foul doesn't get the +1, but does get the foul. That's going to be on Colin Axton, his first, but that's going to be the third team foul on the Savages. Still 2:39 left in the first period, and that will send Hankins to the free throw line. Oh, sorry, I think I said that was actually on Hall, at least according to the scoreboard. So it's going to be DeJohn Hall with his first foul. First free throw, no good for Hankins. Second one is good. Well, that may be there's a call on the rebound, and that may be a foul committed on the rebound as A.J. Brandon's looking like, what am I? That's going to be the fourth foul on Broken Bow. And so that will allow Valliant to inbound the ball. They have a 5-point lead. And Broken Bow very limited, strong to the hoop. Oh, great rebound by Sky Baker. And here comes Graydon Howell in traffic. Stolen by Valliant. Actually knocked loose and then went off the foot of Dories and into the hands of, I believe, Hankins, who then gets it to Inslee. And they have seen Graydon Howell play. You saw how quickly the entire roster, at least the ones on the floor, ran with Graydon Howell to get back on defense. They do not want to let him get loose anywhere near the bucket. Here's a pass outside. Pretty good perimeter defense by Broken Bow thus far, as they've really limited the three-point shooting of Valliant. Bulldogs' points have come from the free throw line and in the paint thus far. Here's Kenny Golston. And out to Dories. Dories cut off by Howell. Out to Hankins. Hankins looking to get inside. Now outside to Dories. Dories on the drive. Dories with the leaner, doesn't fall. Rebound. That was I don't know if you go. Jones grabbed it out of the air, basically. So still Valliant. The time of possession is starkly in favor. And there's Inslee from three. That one's way off, though. And there's a putback. And that's going to be on Hall. His second. It doesn't get the putback, but does get the foul. And so, I was going to say, to finish that thought, though, the time of possession is markedly in favor of the Valliant Bulldogs. As Savages not really getting more than about a minute and a half of time with the basketball, if that, in this first period. And that's a free throw good by Golston, by Kenny Golston. That's his third point. But that may be, again, with the lead they have, that may be the strategy for Valliant, as they probably do want to limit the possession. Certainly want to limit the possessions of Graydon Howell. And here's a rebound by Brannon off the missed free throw. But limit the time Broken Bow actually has the basketball, and thus limit the scoring opportunities. Up by 6, and now it's Hall moving inside. Gets it out to McDaniel. McDaniel for three. Long rebound. It's going to be Brannon hustling to it. Graydon Howell there as well. Now Howell down the baseline. Graydon Howell doesn't get it to fall, but does draw the foul. And, boy, you could see him. He could do that probably all night. As he got three Valliant players to leave their feet with a head fake, and then he just stays in the air longer than anyone else. And they come back down top of him. But he's going to have to earn these from the free throw line. First free throw is right through the bottom. Graydon Howell has registered his first point of this game, his 1,218th point of his career. He's a sophomore. So makes it a 5-point game. Opportunity to make it a 4-point with this free throw. And he does. Good concentration from Howell at the free throw line. Presses on by Broken Bow in the backcourt and stolen by Howell. By Howell. Howell in the paint and draws another foul. Graydon Howell with the steal. And then again, that's the game that the Savages want to play, is to get the Bulldogs in foul trouble and get turners off that pressure defense. Howell in the last minute of this first period.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a please your attention to half court. Enjoying Brookville High School athletic director Trey Sundberg is celebrating a very special achievement of one of our student athletes. Earlier this week on Monday, February 10th, in the third quarter against Britannia, Jalen Kaufman drove the lane and scored a layup that marked her 1,000th career point. This is no small feat, and Jalen's not joining a small group of individuals who are able to reach this milestone, and even a smaller group of individuals who have reached the 1,000 point mark in only their sophomore season. Broken Bow Schools is proud to present Jalen and what is hopefully the first of many career point milestone winners that is popularly achieved on the court for the Savages. Jalen would like to thank God for allowing her to accomplish this achievement, and would like to thank her parents, family, and fans that have helped her push her along the way. Broken Bow, we say congratulations, Jalen Kaufman!
Okay, we're on, right? Well, hopefully we are on the air. So, hey, Chris Chandler here along with Jonathan Calloway and Skip Copeland, and we're about to start the second half of this basketball game between Brookville and Valliant. Great basketball game, 20-19, Savages lead, and we basically went off the air. This is a crowded gymnasium, especially for senior night, and so some fans accidentally knocked the electricity to our cameras and computer live streaming system out. We completely lost power, and so we had to go and find the problem, which we did pretty fast, but it takes a long time to spool this back up, so we had to get power back to the computer, power back to the cameras, re-enter the cameras into the live stream broadcast, and as a result, the live stream luckily remains on. In other words, it never goes off until we turn it off. But because we had no power on the cameras of the computer going to it, and then we had time where we had to get it spooled back up, we were off apparently for the entire second period, and it was remarkable performance. Graydon Howell and company getting the Savages back with the lead, but then Valliant came back, and with a three by Dories and a couple of two-pointers, and got within one on basically a buzzer beater at right before the half, and so that's where we stand, 20-19. Again, apologies. That's just one of the many hazards you face when any live programming, but live streaming especially, is we hopefully will not have a problem with that again. Anyway, it's a 1-point lead for the Savages as we get ready to tip off this second half, and we've seen a battle royal against two very good basketball teams and doing things differently. Have to hand it to the Savages. The Bulldogs got almost all their first period points from Kinney and King Golston inside. It was that inside game that got them the early lead. 1 point lead, I believe, 8-2. But then Broken Bow came back and did a good job defensively, shutting them out, not allowing them to get the ball in the paint. And so, as a result, retook the lead. And Valliant did a great job in that first period of also keeping the ball out of the hands of Graydon Howell, not by slowing it down and maintaining possession of it, but also attacking him when he got the ball on the other end. In the second period, Broken Bow did a good job getting it to Graydon Howell. And as a result, he put 10 points on the board. And so Savages now lead 2019. Here's a good look. Watch out. And that's bounces off the floor and into the hands of Jackson McDaniel. Rebound Broken Bow. Here comes Axton working at half court to Howell. Howell over to Baker. Back to Axton and then to McDaniel and then to Howell on the other wing. You see the double team on Howell. Quickly to Axton. Cross-court pass. Axton with a spin move. Picks up his dribble. Gets it out to Baker. Baker, bounce pass. Axton. Axton feeds it to Howell. Oh, great pass from Howell to Brannon. Then out to McDaniel on the wing. McDaniel's shot bounces off. Another offensive board by Brannon. And then off his foot and out of bounds. Unfortunately, that'll be Valliant basketball. That was a great offensive rebound by Brannon. But unfortunately, then went off his foot, and so Savage is going to have to press in the backcourt to try to get the ball back. Still 2019, no one has yet to score in this second half. As there's a pass to Dorries. Dorries with the leaner, and that's a great pass and a nice finish by Dorries. So now it's a 1 point lead for Valliant. As Howell brings up the basketball. Howell working against Inslee and Hankins. Here's a three-point shot on the way. Does not fall, and rebound Dorries. That was kind of the story in the first period. They were a lot of one-shot possessions for Broken Bow and not able to get a lot of rebounds. And that continues in the first part of this second half. Here's a three-point. Well, I guess we're on the air momentarily again in the third time to cross. It's Savages falling behind again. They're great. It was Daytona Inslee getting two trees for Valliant. Great Howell answered one for Broken Bow. So the score is 30-23, but it is advantage Valliant. As I don't know if I'll be going to any commercial breaks for the rest of this game. And we just had the same problem happen one time before, but twice the same game. Again, we like the atmosphere. It's supposed to be fun, but we've got if you see an electric cord plugged in, do not unplug it. Anyway, it's 3:48 left in the third. As you see the clock in the upper right of the with the 7-point advantage. As they have heated up from the three-point arc. As I said, Inslee getting two. Here he is again. Watch out. That one went inside. That was a rebound by Golston. And so he gets fouled on the putback attempt. That's the third one on Axton. Now they just first of this period. In fact, first, according to the clock, first foul by either team this period. Very clean clean period of basketball. Clean 8 minutes. I should say clean 4 minutes and 26 seconds of basketball. But it does seem Golston free throw line makes the first one. And again, Kenny Golston. And that's his fourth free throw, I think. I kind of lost track of trying to get us back on this. I don't have all the scoring down. It's going to be a 9-point deficit for Broken Bow, so we're going to do something to get back in this ball game. Here's Grant Howell backing up and bounces off the front. That's going to be a good rebound. Good combination by Grant's going to be Brandon drawing the foul. That was a great job by Ashton just throwing it in to Brandon, streaking into the paint. He draws the foul. That'll send him to the free throw line. It's a good job of McDaniel tipping it to Axton off the rebound. And Savage, one of the things you got to do is get some rebounds off those shots. The other thing is they have been very successful in the first half. His first free throw no good for Brandon. Very successful in the first half of shutting down the three-point shooting game by Valliant Bulldogs, but it is heated up significantly here in this third period. Anthem Inslee, one of those shooters. Second one also. This rebound by Inslee, number 3 there, 3 like see the ball. He is dangerous from outside the perimeter. I think he hit like 6 in a row during the NC6 tournament on this court. So they played Valliant. This is about the fourth game this basketball team has played on this court in the last 4 weeks. So there's a good job to get it to Brandon inside. He gets it back out to McDaniel. McDaniel pulls up, has a good look at the bucket, bounces in, and man, that is just rattled out, unkind rim. As it rattled around inside the cylinder, but then spit back out. Does not fall. Still a 9-point basketball game. 2:40 left, third period. And Valliant now again content to slow down this pace with a 3-possession lead. Time of possession immensely in favor of the Bulldogs. I think they may let Hankins. Now they're going to put out. He picks up his dribble, gets it down in the corner to Inslee. Drives the baseline. It gets cut off by McDaniel. Then Howell takes the ball. Knocks the ball loose. Comes back in the hands of Howell. Braden Howell on the fast break. And he draws the foul. And that's, wow. He got clocked in the head with the elbow. Good sportsmanship show by Valliant the other day. He's going to put Braden Howell at the free throw line. That's just the second team foul on the Bulldogs. That one and the first one on Hankins. Howell up to cut into this 9-point lead. He's through his vision first. That poked in the eye, and that one rims out. Rolls around halfway around the cylinder, but then pops back out. And see how, like I said, he got elbowed in the eye or the nose, and I'm sure he's looking up at that basketball go through at least some water. A little bit of blur to it. Second shot, smooth. 8-point game. Savages in the press. 2:02 ticking left in this third period. Valliant with the lead. And in the midst of a 13-4 run since the half. Kenny Golston. Kenny Golston, the only Golston on the floor right now. It's Howell reaches in and almost steals it. Tried to break the pocket of Hankins. Ball back out to Inslee and then back to Hankins, guarded by Hall. Hall working back out. And there's a screen as they kick it out to Inslee. Try to get Inslee a good look at three-pointer. Good job by Baker to get out on it and prevent that look by Inslee. Picks up his dribble, and there's got a hand on the ball. Man, Brandon got a hand on the ball, just couldn't finish it. There's Inslee for 3. Long rebound taken by Baker off the floor. Quickly gets it to Howell. Braden Howell weaving, and then gets over and gets fouled right in front of the Broken Bow bench. Man, that's going to be on, I believe, that foul. Who is that? Jones. It's going to be the second on Jones, third team foul. Just a minute 5 left in the period there. As Jones will go take a seat. And they substitute Kenny Golston. Ball will be inbounded by Broken Bow with 105 left. 8-point game. Savages cut it to 6 or to 5 with a 3-point shot. Hall to Howell. Howell off the screen by Williston. Howell in the paint. Howell, no. Man, Howell just uses his body and his quickness to get a 2-point bucket. 8.6, a 6-point game. 47 seconds left. Presses on. Hall against Hensley. They get it back into that court, and there's going to be a timeout call. Savage is forced a timeout for time violation. That's a 10-second violation. Actually created the turnover. That was good. That was great defensive work by both Howell and Hall to cut off the lanes, move laterally. And now it's inbound to Hall. Chance to make it a one-possession game with a three-point shot. Here's Williston, guarded by King Golston. Bounce pass up to the outside. Sky Baker for three. Two-point. Oh, you kidding me? One-possession game. Sky Baker from the corner. Press is still on in the backcourt. It's Hall working against Hankins. They get it across the timeline to Golston. Now it's going to be Inslee with the charge, I think. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a blocking foul on Brannon. It's either going to send him to the free throw line or give Brokebo the basketball. I think it's going to be the first. That is on Brannon, just his second. But that will send Inslee to the free throw line with 14.4 seconds left in this third period. Yeah, what a shot by Sky Baker. So Inslee with opportunity to get Valliant up by more than one possession. It looks like, and again, well, Inslee an excellent, like most good three-point shooters, excellent free throw shooter as well. And that one brims out, though, does not fall. And they're going to send McDaniel in for Brandon. This is an interesting move as both Golston's in for Valliant. So if he misses the second one, the rebound, you're going to see some bodies knocking around in there as and he makes it. So academic about the minute, but just one of the two free throws made. And so it's going to be Graydon Howe bringing up the ball. 7 seconds left. Throws it, and it goes off the hands of Inslee. He batted that one down. It was intended for McDaniel out in the corner. 4.9 seconds left. Savage is going to run a play here. They're going to send in A.J. Brannon and work to get a basket, either 2 or 3-point, depending on what Valliant gives them, if anything, on the inbound. That's plenty of time to get the ball. Actually, with Graydon Howe, that may be enough time to throw it into the backcourt, have Hal go back in the backcourt to get it. No, it's into Brandon in the paint. Bounce pass is intercepted and then thrown, and that's going to do it. Well, after 3 periods of play, it's a tight ball game, but Valliant has a 4-point advantage right now, 33-29. And we're going to stay right here. I'm actually scared if we go away, we may lose power again, but going to talk things over. Savage is going to have the basketball to start off the final period. It has been, well, it's been a tight ball game throughout. Swings in scoring. And again, the thing that we talked about in the pregame is the 3-point shooting of the Valliant Bulldogs that got them the lead, and a substantial lead. You know, they were up by 8 in that third period, but Brokebo came back with a pressure defense, got a couple of steals, forced turnovers, and forced a time violation by the Bulldogs. And then found Sky Baker over in the corner, cut it to a 3-point game. Subsequent possession, it was Valliant getting Inslee to the free throw line, but he hit one but missed one, and so got them up by 4. And now it's Broken Bow with the possession, an opportunity to cut it to a either 1 or 2-point game with the bucket as we go into the final 8 minutes. Again, thanks to all our sponsors you see in the upper left-hand corner. If you go to those businesses, thank them for their support. Broken Bow Savage Basketball, tell them you appreciate being able to watch these games from the comfort of your home or the convenience of your phone anytime on the Broken Bow Savage's YouTube channel. As we start off the final 8 minutes of play, unless we go into overtime. Keep in mind the Bulldogs coming off an overtime victory over Wright City. Here's bounce pass. Oh, great pass to Williston from Baker. Baker sent it down off the floor down the baseline. Williston did the rest. Man, Williston coming back in the game. And there's a collision at midcourt between Williston and King Golston. 2-point basketball game. That was a great assist. And here in the paint, kicking back outside. Inslee on the baseline drive, kicks it over to Dories. Dories, oh, wow, gets a foul called, I believe, on Baker. That's going to be his third. Obviously not a shooting foul. We just reset it, so the first team foul by Brokebo of this final period. Bounce pass, and it's stolen. Broken bow, I believe it was Hall that got a hand on it. Wound up in the hands of Brennan. Now it's the Savages with an opportunity to tie it up or take the lead with a three-point shot. Howell to Williston and to Hall, top of the key. Hall working at the top of the key, gets it out to Baker. And then to Hall. Hall working inside, stolen by Golston. And that was Hall backing in and just not paying attention to his surroundings. He was a little close to King Golston. Golston reached out, slapped it loose. There's a drive by Dory's, a good lateral movement. You've got to hand that turnover to Graydon Howell as Dory's leaned in, and Graydon Howell is so fast that when Dory's leaned in the shoulder to make contact, Howell just took a step back and let his own momentum take him to the ground. Man, Graydon Howell is such a quick athlete. And also, he's got a 4.3 GPA. He's also one of the smartest players on the floor, if not the smartest, and so he knew what was coming. Howell, no foul call. His collision made between Howell and still, it's Williston, the senior on senior night going down, and that's going to be a foul called on Golston. And Williston gets up, man, he is hobbled. Again, he was not, I actually didn't think he would play. I was happy to see him on the bench. And when I say on the bench, I was glad to see him lined in the starting lineup because it's senior night. And actually, he's been in the game quite a bit. But it looks like he is obviously hobbled up and maybe re-injured that leg. Did draw the foul, though. And he is at the free throw line. Man, this is the kind of thing you see in a movie. You got a senior on senior night coming back off an injury, gets injured again, and now he's at the free throw line with an opportunity to tie the ball game up. By the way, that's the third foul on King Golston. And that's going to be, one of the big rebounders for the Bulldogs. The first one rims out, and Wilson gets support from Howell and Baker. It just hit the other one. But you see, by the way, look how Golston is turned facing Baker. And see how nice free throw, good concentration, and now Williston's going to go out of the basketball game as he can barely stand up. Gutsy performance by Mason Williston as he gets congratulated by his teammates and saluted for his courage and toughness. There's the inbound pass. Savage is looking to create a turnover or another time penalty, and it is across the timeline to Kenny Golston. 1 point ball game. 1 point lead, 33-32. Valliant with the advantage. A lot of time left. Inslee for two. Bounces and a rebound inside. Tie ball, I believe. And that's going to go to oh no, foul called. As good sportsmanship showed by Golston, but that's going to be the third foul. No, the first one on Kenny Golston. And boo birds come out from the Valliant fans, but it's Graydon Howell getting inside. That's the second team foul on Valliant. Now it's Graydon Howell with an opportunity to give his team the lead with any field goal. To Hall. And then back to Hall in the bounce pass to Baker. Down to Howell. Howell baseline move. Graydon Howell! Lead for Broken Bow. Howell elevates 34-33. Savage is still in the press. And stolen by Broken Bow. Howell spins around. Lays it down. Pass. Hall does not fall. Rebound, King Golston for Valliant. Quickly to Hankins. Hankins bringing it up court. Good hustle by Hall to get back in position. Hankins now with an opportunity to give his team the lead. Gets it to Inslee. Inslee working against Howell, 5:15. And ticking. Hankins facing Brannon at the three-point arc. Now, there's a wide open shot, but I don't know if they want King Golston to be the one to shoot it. He was open at the top of the key. Oh, stolen by Brannon. Oh, what a reaction by Brannon. Great pass from Howell to Baker. Baker gets fouled, and he gets the bucket. Sky Baker off the Graydon Howell pass with a +1 opportunity to put his team up by 2 possessions. That was beautifully executed as Brannon stole the ball, immediately got it to Howell. Howell saw Baker streaking toward the bucket, and Baker received the ball, I think, in midair, went up strong to the hoop and got the foul. That's going to be the second foul on Fowler. Third team foul on the Bulldogs. Savages have one, 4:50 left in the ball game. 36-33. Sky Baker an opportunity to make it a two-possession lead for Brokobo. They're going to call timeout.
Timeout, Bulldogs.
On the floor. We're going to stay right here. Talk this over. Man, what a basketball game. And again, two really good basketball teams, both with winning streaks. I believe this is a 6-game winning streak for Valliant, including a thriller, an overtime victory over highly ranked Wright City, leading into this one. And then, of course, Broken Bow on the road, getting a 1-point victory over Rattan at their place. Another thriller. And talking about McCurtain County teams, hey, hand it to a lot of good basketball, a lot of great basketball playing here, but the Rattan Rams have 3 losses. 2 of those are to the Brokobo Savages. The grand total of the margin of victory by Brokobo in both those games is 3. They won 1 by 1. They won 1 by 2. The only other loss the Rams have, I believe, is by 4 to Pocola, who the Savages upset here on this court. And so, fantastic basketball going on in McCurtain County. This game is no exception to that, as with 4:50 left, it's Sky Baker with the opportunity to add the +1 to his 2-point bucket and give Brokobo a 4-point lead. Oh, man, rolls off and hits the rim, comes back off the bracket, off the front of the rim, and no good. Still a 3-point ball game. Bulldogs may look to tie it up with a tray. They get it out to Inslee, who feeds it down low and then back out to Inslee. Inslee has Graydon Howell guarding him. So they feed it inside. Dories with his back, and that ball's knocked loose, and then they get it back. It's Inslee with the drive. Man, Howell is so fast. He got back. It looked like Inslee had an open path to the bucket, and Graydon Howell cut that off with his lateral movement. So Valliant, a very good, disciplined basketball team, setting it back up. There's Inslee for 3. That's a high rebound, pulled down by Axton. And they get it to Howell. 4 minutes left. Savages up by 3. Howell looking as they send Axton. Now it's Howell in the paint. Howell, feed down low from Howell, back out to Brannon. Brannon with the foul, or drawing the foul, and that's going to send A.J. Brannon to the free throw line. Or is it? Yep. That's going to be the 4th one on King Golston. That was beautiful work with the basketball, though, as Howell gave it to Baker under the hoop, and then he fed it out to Brannon. Swish. Clutch free throw by A.J. Brannon. Puts Brokobo up by 4, 37-33, 3:40 left in the game. Second shot, rattles in and out and back in. A.J. Brannon, ice water in his veins as he sinks both of them. 5-point game, Brokobo with the lead. Bulldogs going to look for a 3-point shot. They've got the guys to do it. I say that if they have somebody open in the paint, they'll feed it to them, but watch out. Oh, nice fake, but good reaction by Brokobo. Here's a 3-point shot on the way from Hankins, and he buries it. Hankins with a tray. 2-point ball game. Possession arrow is in favor of Valliant. Brokobo's hoping that does not become a factor. Out to Axton on the wing. Backing against, back to Axton. Inslee guarding him. Axton driving. Axton looking to get inside. Gets it back outside to Baker. Baker backs it out. Under 3 minutes left. Back to Hall. As Hall gets it to Howell. And now Graydon Howell has the basketball. 2:45 left. Howell working against Fowler. As Howell's probably happy to eat time off the clock. Well, that's not Fowler. That's Hankins actually on Hal, not Fowler. Sorry for the mistake. Bound low, and now it's going to be down the baseline as Brandon brings it back out, and then he's going to either get fouled or they're going to call timeout. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. And have a word for one of our sponsors. You're watching Broken Bow Savage Basketball on the Broken Bow Network. See you in a minute. Savage Band, I should say Savage Pride Marching Band playing in the background. I should say the award-winning Savage Pride Marching Band playing in the background. And man, this is a great basketball game. Crowd here got their money's worth tonight. As still 2:26 left in this one. It's a 2-point ball game. Broken Bow with the basketball. Valliant with the possession arrow, the Savages with a 2-point lead. They will inbound. It's going to be DeJohn Hall to do the honors. And you see him getting instructions from head coach Ryan Woolsey. As Hal comes over to confer with Hall at the sideline. Talk about what they need to do. One of the things they need to do, well, if they can milk another 2:26 off the, and nice job, is they just sit Sky Baker, who played receiver for the football team and defensive back. They send him on a go route into the backcourt. Here's Hal to Hall down in the corner. It's going to be a drive inside Axton, and he draws the foul, and that'll send him to the free throw line. That's going to be the second or third on Kenny Golston. That is the 15th foul on Valliant. So, it's just the second. I'm sorry, that was 4 on King Golston. Just the second on Kenny Golston. But it does in Axton the free throw line. And the first one is up and down. Nice free throw shooting. Again, this is a free throw shooting, such a crucial part of basketball. Savage is doing it well from the line tonight, both of them. Colin Axton, just a freshman. 4-point basketball game, 2-possession game. As looked like Kenny Golston stumbled back there in the forecourt. Presses on. Graydon working against Hankins. Gets a bit of a screen from King Golston. Now it's Hall working against Hankins. Back out, and you see how close Sky Baker is to Inslee. They feed it inside. It's going to be Golston. He loses the basketball. And that's going to be a dribbled out of bounds, I believe, by Golston. Good sportsmanship by Hal helping him up, but that's going to be a turnover. Could be a foul, though. Let's see. If that's a foul on King Golston, that's Kenny Golston. That's his third, but that is going to put the Savages back at the free throw line as they're already in the bonus. And so it'll be Baker. Yeah, they're rotating free throw shooters through there. It'll be Baker this time. 1:49 left. First one is up and down. Good concentration by Sky Baker. Second shot. Bounces out, and it's rebounded by King Golston. That's a huge rebound for Valliant. Had Broken Bow gotten the ball, it would force them to either foul again or the Savages could have run a lot more time off the clock. Well, it's a 5-point basketball game, 2-possession game, and one of those possessions for Valliant has resulted in a 3-point shot. 90 seconds left, ticking down. Here's a drive inside and the bucket. There's the 2-point bucket. So that was Hankins with a 2-point bucket. Timeout on the floor. And so, we got a minute 24, so 84 seconds left. It's a 3-point basketball game. The possession arrow is in favor of Valliant. So what the Bulldogs are talking about is either steal the ball or tie it up. And if they do, then that would effectively be a steal because they would get to inbound it with the possession arrow of the frame. What the Savages are talking about is don't turn it over. Get it across the timeline and make them foul you. Make them send you back to the free throw line. It's a 3-point ball game. You go back to the line. If you hit one of the 2 free throws you'll get, you make it back to a 2-possession game. So a lot of basketball left to play, and man, what a nail-biter. Keep in mind that Broken Bow won at Rattan by 1, and Valliant beat Wright City in overtime. Both these teams are accustomed to playing, well, either in the last minute or 2 of regulation or in a little extra time. So obviously neither of these teams going to be giving up, but both these teams accustomed to this kind of pressure situation and to this kind of basketball game against a very good basketball team. Savages get it in the hands of Howell, and he gets it to Baker. Baker, oh, good job passing it down. Oh, the steal. Ball's on the floor. Howell fast, and then it's stolen by Golston. He picks it up. Now it's Valliant with an opportunity. As that was moved by Howell, had the ball in his head, tried to spin it around, and then I think it was Golston that poked it out. It's Dory's working against Axton, less than a minute left to play. Again, the Bulldogs have to get a 3-point shot, and that's the shot they want, but not three. Oh, great rebound by Axton. That's huge. Now it's Graydon Howell, and they're going to be forced. He's got to get it across the timeline, and a great job getting it across there. And I believe timeout was called by Woolsey before that pass. So, yeah, we're going to stay right here. Let's play this. 39.3 seconds left in this basketball game. Oh, man. Well, if you wanted some excitement, you've got it. Yeah, senior night here at Broken Bow. Yeah, I want to comment on what a gutsy performance by Mason Williston. Made some key plays. You see Ryan Woolsey accentuating what he wants his players to do. Here's just a thought. Rubble gets the inbound. They'll probably get the ball in the hands of Graydon Howell. Time start ticking down. They're going to have to foul him. Howell or any player, if you know they're going to foul you once you get across the timeline, jump up and throw it up from 3-point range, and then you get to take 3 free throws. Got to get it across the timeline. It's going to be Howell. He easily does that. Howell with the pass out to the corner. And now it's tipped and stolen by Dories. Wow. Oh, it's Valliant with an opportunity. And there's a charge at the other end. Graydon Howell as he goes sliding to the floor. That is a victory from the mental ability of Graydon Howell. The honor student knew what was coming, planted his feet in the paint, and drew the charge. Shouldn't that be I guess not a shoot. A charge will not send you to the line. Here's Howell in traffic. Oh, a behind the back pass, and it's fouled. That was Howell going up, throwing it behind the back to Brandon. Brandon gets fouled on the subsequent shot. 13.2 seconds left. Pressure now on A.J. Brennan. He needs to sink at least one of these, make it a 2-possession game. Great execution by Broken Bow. As Brennan lines up his shot. Bucket. A.J. Brennan. Money from the free throw line. 4-point ball game. Robo really having a great night shooting, especially in this second half from the free throw line. Second shot bounces and is rebounded. Time running out for Valliant. Remember, it's a 2-possession ball game. They have to get 2 possessions. They don't both. There's a 3 on the way from Dories. High bounce and no opportunity. That's going to do it. It's front and it doesn't make it. Savages win. Huge win for Broken Bow. Great performance by Valliant as well. Man, they're gutsy, and they actually came back and led at one time, but it was Broken Bow playing down the stretch here on senior night. Savages. Well, they will, regular season not over, as they will go to Hugo to take on the Buffaloes on Monday. And then they will be back home, back here at this arena for district play. Don't know if we'll let you know. We do not know if we're going to live stream that game or not. We will find out. Watch the Broken Bow social media page, the Broken Bow Public Schools Facebook page to find out. But tonight, well, it's been a great night to be a Savage. And remember, once a Savage, always a Savage. On behalf of Jonathan Calloway, Skip Copeland, I'm Chris Chandler. Good night and go Broken Bow.